Good morning, friends, followers, lurkers, everybody. Good morning. I was supposed to write down some things for this video, but I bullshitted and that ain't happened. So I'm freestyling it, and I don't got the camera sitting down this time. This time I got my woman holding the camera, and that's just what it is. So this particular video is about in response to Asian Persuasion. She put out a video in a group about a week ago about it's okay to be single. Good morning, Amore. And I wanted to respond to that video and just touch on a couple topics. All of them will kind of sort of relate or fall into place, but she said basically sometimes that guys will say something to her as far as, that's why you single now, and she don't like that and hurts her feelings, whatever the case may be. I can agree to that, but I can also disagree to it to a certain extent. The disagreeing is I do know women out there that has issues and they have smart mouth or just a effed up way of looking at women. I can't curse now because my daughter just came in the basement. So y'all finally gonna get the video without no cursing. But at the same time, it is okay to be single, and it's a lot of women out here settling for the BS. I can tell you from some of the phone calls I've been taking that these women are putting up with guys they know they're cheating, they know they're disrespectful, they know they're not working and holding up their end of the deal, and they're just settling. Say they got a man. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. I look at an attractive woman with a career and a home, and she's handling her business. I look at one of those women that are single that fall into that category, and it's actually a turn on because it lets me know they're not settling for less. It lets me know they have some standards. You ask most women, what do they want in a man, or what do they want out of a man? They say they want a man that got a job, a car, a crib, don't play no games, trustworthy, and somebody that, that can be loyal to them. And if that's your standards, then you basic. I'm sorry. Because last time I checked, any man should possess those qualities. And, a lot of women say they want that real man, but never experienced one before. They experienced a whole lot of grown little boys. So when the real man does come, they don't know how to embrace him. They don't know how to accept him because it's foreign to them. They can't even believe he exists. So after that, they're looking for him for the negative qualities in him that might not exist. A lot of people look at Sharif and I and say, oh, black love and power couple, and I want to be like y'all and X, Y, Z. I think we power couple because that's the lifestyle that I want to live. But I don't know what your definition of a power couple. My power couple, my definition is a woman that's loyal to me, that really loves me for me, that accepts me, flaws and all, because I definitely got flaws, and so does she. And I can tell y'all, this relationship hasn't been just a walk in the park. I can say our first 6 months, we had some adjustments to make, because I had to get used to a woman that had my back. I had to get used to a woman that did things like make a plate, bring a nigga a glass of water, just cater to me. I'm so used to being that independent male that did everything. And, she was the one that come in and said, look, sit down. I got this. I'm not used to that. Now I am spoiled, but at the same time, vice versa. There's a lot of qualities and traits that she wasn't used to that I had to get her accustomed to. And I say all of this to say that prior to this relationship, prior to Sharif, I was single for 2+ years. After separated, going through separation and divorce and all of that. I was single and I dated and I dated and I dated. And the one thing about me is I hate dating. If it's just a part of the process to find the person that's really right for you, when you know what you want. See, I was a man that really knew exactly what I wanted. I was coming off of a marriage and I really did not want to be single, but I understood I understood the marriage just was not working. And I had a little girl to raise. And people stick around for the sake of children sometimes, and that's, to me, that's a lose-lose situation. Because when that happens, I got a little girl that sees an example of a man and of a husband that's not what it should be. You know, eventually I'll get caught up stepping out. Eventually I'll get caught up lying or cheating or whatever the case may be. And that's not the lifestyle I wanted to live. So I knew it was best for me to leave. You know, so I could show her the proper example of a father and of a husband, of a mate first and then a husband. And now she has a front row seat to see all of this. When you're single, I think that's the best time to really look into yourself and understand what it is you want out of your next mate, and set standards. I always tell women, set standards and don't go below them. You know, all my relationships has taught me a lesson. I don't make mistakes. I learn lessons, and I've had a relationship to let me know I absolutely, under no circumstances, cannot be with an insecure female at all. I've had a relationship to let me know that just because a person loves you doesn't mean they're not capable of doing something to hurt you. I've had a relationship to let me know just how important consistency is. And I'm a very simple guy. Sharif got me by spoiling me with time and attention. That's what I require. I don't require things. Those are bonuses. Do I require an attractive woman? Yes. You know, but other than that, all of the extra things are bonuses. A lot of women say, guys don't really know what they want, X, Y, Z. I can tell you the first quality and trait that I want in any woman, and I've said this for years. One of the first things I look for is a strong woman. I was raised by a strong woman, so therefore I desire a strong woman. I don't like weak women. Women forgive so damn fast sometimes. Some women forgive so fast that it's crazy. And they don't realize the fastest they forgive a guy for doing some stupid mess, the faster he'll do it again, because he realized how easy it was for him to get away with it. I had a call recently where a girl had an excellent career, make good enough money, was basically taking care of the dude, rent, holding him down, doing this, doing that. But she told me when they got in a relationship, within the first 30 days, he impregnated another woman. I'm like, bruh, 30 days in, you already got somebody else pregnant? That should have been the end of your relationship. But she stayed. See, far too often women fall in love with the potential of what they think that mate can be rather than the piece of shiznit he really is. And my girl Mimi, she said all the time, women love to hope. She said the B word, but my little girl down here, she said women love to hope. And it's true. They hope and hope and hope, and they see all this potential in this no good guy, and they settle for it. And before you know, you look up and it's been years, and you've been with a guy, and he's been disrespecting you. You done found out he's cheated on you so many times, or he's done put his hands on you, and you keep forgiving him and taking him back. And the crazy thing about it is, it don't get better, it get worse. So my question to women is, you gotta look at yourself, put your heart to the side and let your brain make some decisions and ask yourself, what is it about this guy? What is it about me that desires somebody that treats me this way? Because if it was your daughter or your mom, would you advise them to stick around and stay? Or would you to tell them, go enjoy your life and do better? So, like I said, you have to set a standard and never go below the standard, because when you go below your own standard, you ain't doing nothing but settling. And you gotta keep it real with yourself. Half the things women go through is their fault. They allow it. And these guys, we only can do what you let us do to you. We can only break your heart twice. We gotta have permission to do that. Because after the first time, if you take us back, you gave us permission to break your heart again. And if you take us back, the question is not just because we apologize. What's changed? What's really changed? You know, so it's a lot of the things that women go through that you gotta look in the mirror and say, I created this monster by constantly forgiving him, by constantly accepting the disrespect, by not overreacting to the disrespect when it happened the first time. Because when you don't overreact, all you do is set yourself up for the next time. So, I mean, a lot of these things are things that can be prevented by having standards, you know, and keeping them intact, demanding your respect. I tell my daughter, I said, look, you demand respect. You're a young lady. Your husband, your future husband, will always open the doors for you. He will never call you out your name. He will never put his hands on you. And she's 5 and she can lay down the rules for her relationship when she becomes an adult. And I'm her first example of it. So I gotta give my daughter, all our daughters, all 3 of them, I gotta give them that example of a man so they can know what to choose when they become adults and they get older and they start making these decisions. I don't sugarcoat anything around my daughter. I don't cuss at her. You know, I can raise my voice. I've never put my hands on her because my voice is her butt whooping. That's enough to scare her because it's been consistent since she came out of the womb. So a lot of things that you women are going through in relationships is because you settle them. And a lot of y'all need to be single for a little while to work on you and make that list of things that you want in a man. And the things that you don't want, never settle for it. Last thing I'm gonna say is this. Well, yeah. Last thing I'm gonna say is this. Now, they say stop. You know how people say, you wear your heart on your sleeve? Stop wearing your rules on your sleeve. Women throw all their rules out there when they're dating. Oh, you ain't getting none on the first date. Oh, I'm not kissing you on the first date. Oh, you gotta do this. It's gonna be several dates before this happens. It's gonna be this before that happens. Yo, stop giving niggas the game, yo. If those are your rules, fine. If you got a 90-day rule, that's fine, but don't ever voice it. We don't need to know that. See, when women lay down the law and they think they're doing a good thing by saying, just to let you know, you ain't getting none tonight, so if you still want to go out with me, we can go out, but I'm letting you know up front, you ain't getting none. That's stupid. You know why? You probably just downgraded your restaurant from Ruth's Chris to Applebee's. You know why? Because now we know we ain't getting none. Wouldn't it be more rewarding to go out on a date with a guy and have all your rules to yourself and he wind up falling in line with what you already have set up? Meaning, he does not try to kiss you on the first night. He does not try to have sex with you. He opens all the doors. He's that gentleman and you haven't told him a damn thing. That's way more rewarding than telling a guy all your rules and then he try to tailor himself to fit exactly what you what you outlined, what you wanted. That's not authentic. But it's your fault because you done gave him the game. Keep that stuff to yourself. I tell people, if you're a piece of S when I meet you, be that. Be that from day one. That way, if I end up with you, I chose a piece of S. I ain't choose the woman that acted this way, and then once she got me, she became the real her. No, I'm real quiet. I just sit back and pay attention. So that's all I'm gonna say. Super Bowl Sunday, and I gotta hit the bar. I gotta get a propane tank. I got Cam and the Panthers today. We need this. Blacks, we all need this. I don't care who your team is. We all know who my team is. But we gonna see. So I think I made it through the video without cursing. But my daughter's here. If she wasn't, I would have said some filth. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. One.